Well, it's a sunny autumn day down in south of England in London, so we're going to be tidying up and cleaning out the garden, adding to the compost heap so we're ready for next year. It's getting pretty full already. I should have plenty for next year's planting. So all our grass cuttings, excess food waste, but not the meat or the proteins, because that's attracting rats and other undesirables. But we're going to be clearing up all the extra leaves off the trees I've been growing so that we can reuse those nutrients later on in the year. So you can these trees have already got quite a bit of growth. These are the ones I collected the seeds 2-3 years ago. Put them in these small plant pots, getting ready for when we do finally get our own space. And then we'll have a ready-made forest pre-grown from scratch. So what it is I've got behind me is all the trees that I've collected over the last couple of years, grown them from seeds. This is ready and waiting when we do find a proper premises. I can start on growing the entire forest from scratch. Taking off a lot of the leaves to add to the compost pile, and also just to kind of tidy up the garden a little. So I can start prepping and planning for next year about where we're going to put what and how we're going to grow enough food, and also where to store the rest of these trees, because you can see they're starting to get a little bit too big for the pots that they're currently in. It's going to be a problem we're going to have to ponder over the winter. Because yeah, it's kind of outgrowing this little suburban garden that I'm in at the minute. When collecting them, I'm trying to get quite a few different varieties so that when I do eventually find the location to plant more, there will be enough diversity to help the health of the forest, and also just a little bit nicer to look at and get things started. So the ones that we got the ash trees, oak, hawthorn, the silver birch, rowan. We also went and got a few of the bushes, so we've got the hawthorn bushes and the blackthorn bushes, that's it, blackthorns. So then hopefully in a few more years' time, we'll take a few of the berries, especially from the blackthorn bushes, so we can try and make our own gin. The challenge I'm going to have over the next year or two is where I'm going to keep them, because they've already started to outgrow the pots that they're in, and they're taking up a lot of space in the small suburban garden where I am, down in London. Because I'm wanting to use the rest of this garden next year to grow a lot more food from the property, to see how much of it I can grow, to reduce my own food bill, and also give a go at trying to live off only what I can grow, especially during the spring and summer months.